Hello, I am Paul Parekkadan, and this is Ajaysgarden Summer 2022 update. Welcome to Ajaysgarden. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ajaysgarden. Don't you think we have to enjoy the fruits of our labor? The summer fruits from Ajaysgarden, the grapes from Ajaysgarden, and the plants and trees that we left behind in our previous video. That's what this video is about. So let's go. I hope you might have already visited my previous video of Spring Update 2022 Ajaysgarden. So this is for the summer fruit harvest. Most of the customary fruits in the United States, like apple, peaches, plums, apricot, those are, everybody know about it. So I haven't included that fruit harvest in my video, not this time. Let's see some special fruits that we harvested this year in Ajaysgarden. Asian pears and D'Anjou pears gave us a very reasonable good crop this year. By putting a bird nest, we got some unspoiled fruits this year. Birds love pears, especially the Asian pears. So that's why we put some bird nest on the tree. They won't eat just one or two, they come and peck here and there on all the fruits. So we won't be able to eat any of them. So this year we put the nest and it worked. We had some raspberries, blueberries, and boysenberry harvest also this year. Very good crop, especially the blueberry. But sorry guys, I don't have the video of harvesting them. Grandkids are crazy about those. They come and eat all the berries, all those berries right in the spring time. Now, the king of the California berries, the grapes. We are from the wine country, so that's the king of the berries. We had a very good crop this year. The intense summer heat made them ripe little early. We have various types of table grapes such as Thompson seedless, flame seedless, Concord, etc. Concord grapes are the most heart healthy grapes according to my understanding. They have one of the most important antioxidant, resveratrol, that is good for your heart. Having said that, don't go and buy a lot of Concord grapes and eat. I'm not a heart expert. Use your judgments. These grapes are very delicious to eat, but we cannot eat all of them. So we supply to all of our friends and relatives as summer gifts. In this video, I will give you few tips to make some homemade wines of your own. We eat our table grapes and make some red and white wine using our wine grapes. The variety I use for white is Chardonnay. And for red wine, I use Cabernet Sauvignon. In order to make 1 gallon of wine, you approximately need 20 pounds of grapes. For me, it is usually 2 weeks job. You harvest the grapes, wash, remove stems, and crush it in a manual crusher. For white wine, you immediately press it and get the juice out in a carboy for primary fermentation. For red wine, you don't press it before primary fermentation. You do the primary fermentation first and then press. Before you put the grapes into primary fermentation, you need to check the Brix number, the potential sugar level in your grapes, by reading a hydrometer, the Brix number. My Brix number for white was 22, which is acceptable to me because that will give you an alcohol level of approximately 12.5%, and that's good for the family. My red Brix was only 20, and I improved it by adding some sugar to 22. The primary fermentation for red wine is done in an open bucket at temperature of 80 or above, and the white wine, it is done at 59 or less. In order to maintain the cool temperature for the white, I put ice cubes in the carboy buckets. Airlocks will prevent the oxygen coming into the carboy, but allow the carbon dioxide to escape, so the wine will not get oxidized. So here you go, guys, my 5-gallon white wines and 3-gallon red wine in primary fermentation. The subtropical fruit trees that we missed in the previous video are like coconut, macadamia nuts, curry leaf, moringa trees, and bitter melon, ginger, turmeric. Those are very important fruit trees and vegetables. It can be in any Mediterranean garden if we give special care. I have always fascinated with pawpaw trees in the United States. It used to be one of the most popular fruit trees according to my understanding, but because of the low shelf life, growers cannot make money, so it lost favor in the United States. But it is very delicious fruit. So 4 years ago, I planted 2 pawpaw trees, and let's see what happened to that. Does it look like a tree to you? Of course not. It's just a stick. After 4 years, no leaves, 2-3 yellow leaves and 1 dry leaves, and that's it in both of them. So I decided to fight back and did more research on it, and last year I planted 2 more trees in a shaded area protected by other trees, and it made a drastic difference in the health of the trees and the growth of the trees. The leaves are more healthy, they grew more in 1 year, better than 3 years, 4-year-old tree. So I learned a lesson. Pawpaw, it needs protection from other trees to survive in the Bay Area. So that was a lesson. Coconut trees are really tropical and may not survive in subtropical. That's almost sure. But I was born in a tropical country. I couldn't resist the temptation of enjoying a coconut. I planted a coconut tree that was presented by my daughter on my birthday 5 years ago. Here is a guy. He survived, grew a little after 5 years. He looks healthy, but I don't think I will be able to eat a coconut from my coconut tree or from my pawpaw tree in my lifetime. Maybe my daughter will be able to eat in her lifetime. That's fine with me, keeping the tradition. I have few lemon guava trees in Ajay's garden. They are doing very well in this subtropical climate. They produce abundantly every year. This is one of my lemon guava, and I forgot to thin the fruits on time this year. So I ended up with so many fruits on each branch. But I'm not very concerned about it now. Even the small sized lemon guavas are very tasty. So I will keep it. It's too late to thin. All of my banana plants are surviving in the ground in Ajay's garden. They are not absolutely healthy looking, but just surviving. There are types like Mysore Musa, Musa Sumatra, ice cream, and all that. But all of them are doing the same thing, reasonably surviving. I was very hopeful to eat my own organic banana this year, but it looks like the chances are going to end in a disappointment. This is a 3-year-old banana plant. It's California type, matching to the California weather. It's almost 10 to 12 foot high and very healthy looking, but so far I haven't seen a fruit bunch coming out of the middle. I'm not completely disappointed. There is still time. It's only the beginning of September. But if it happens, it has to happen in 2-3 weeks. Otherwise, there is no time to harvest the banana bunch. All my curry leaf plants are on the ground and they are doing absolutely fine. They don't grow like a Florida tree, but it grows moderately in our Mediterranean climate. This is a 3-year-old curry leaf. I'm very happy with their performance. So far, they are doing very good. Moringa tree. I had a moringa tree few years ago, which I brought from Florida as a seedling. It grew very well for 3 years, and the third year, in a bad winter, he died. It produces lot of drumsticks and lot of leaves and everything for the 3 years. So that was a disappointment for me after that winter. So this year I got a one big drumstick from one of my friends, and I tried to germinate all the seeds from the drumstick. Oh boy, all of them germinated. I planted all of them on ground. Here is the result so far. They are all growing very well. I got almost 20 small seedlings planted in my vegetable patch, and I am sure some of them will die in the coming winter. But that is okay. I think by the end of this summer season, most of them will reach 2 to 3 feet as a small shrub. The beauty of Moringa tree is it doesn't need much water. Vegetables. I would end this video with the introduction of my small vegetable patch. As an annual, I plant few good vegetables every year, such as ginger, turmeric, tomato, pepper, and some pole beans. But as an experiment, I planted bitter melon and papaya this year. According to organic medicine experts in India and China, turmeric and ginger are the modern world's antibiotic. Most Ayurvedic medicines contain ginger and turmeric. My vegetable patch has some turmeric and ginger. Turmeric is so beautiful, it produces beautiful white flowers when fully grown. I got some bitter melons already this summer. I do not know papaya going to survive in the first winter cold. Experiment guy. Let's see what happens. Even though Bay Area humidity is very low, bitter melon is doing moderately good. That was a surprise. So that's it for now, guys. As a final, I will show you my Manila mango tree status for this year. I have 2 mangoes in it, and that's it. None of the other mango trees produced any mangoes. They are all growing reasonably well or moderately good, but no mangoes. Maybe they will produce mangoes next year. Hope for the best, for the fruits of the labor. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please click the subscribe button if you like it. See you all soon with another edition of Ajaysgarden. Thank you all for watching.